r/TalesFromRetail, episode 19. No, you can't park in the fire lane. This happened a few months ago when we still had our former store manager, FSM. We have issues with customers parking just wherever 3 of our parking rows have disabled parking at the end closest to the store. Anything past those spaces are the driving lanes. People will park 4 deep and only leave enough room for 1 car to squeeze past. They also park in the fire lane, which blocks access to propane, ice, the outdoor garden area, etc. Our FSM would not let us confront customers and ask them to move or inform them they are in a no parking zone. Instead, he would have us call the non-emergency police number and have them ticketed and towed. I was exiting the garden area after a break. Lady stopped me. Can I park here while I run inside to pay for these flowers and grab a few other things? Me, ma'am, I can't tell you you can't park here, but I can tell you if you do, someone from customer service will be calling the police and you will be ticketed and towed. What? Can I or not? Me, again, I cannot tell you that you can or can't park here, but I can tell you if you do, the police will come, you will be given a ticket of around $125, towed for about $90, and each day your car is in the impound lot is $85. Quit talking in riddles and just answer me. Me, I cannot tell you where you can and cannot park. I can only tell you that if you park there you will be ticketed and towed. Is it so G*************** hard to answer a question? Can I park here? Me, ma'am, please listen to me carefully. I cannot, as in I'm not allowed to, tell you that you cannot park here. What I can tell you is, if you park anywhere that is not a clearly marked parking space as designated by the white lines, and park here in the fire lane which is marked yellow and has no parking signs every 4 feet, store policy is to call the police. If your car is parked in a clearly marked no parking zone, you will get a ticket that is usually around $125. The police will then call for a tow. They will charge you $90 for the tow. Then on top of that, you cannot retrieve your car until the ticket and the tow fee are paid. They will charge you $85 each day your car is impounded. Now, if it is worth $300 minimum to park in a clearly marked no parking zone, by all means, stay. I'm not allowed to tell you not to park there. Heads into shop. Me, straight to the service desk to call it in. She came out to find her car being pulled onto the tow truck. Of course, after screaming at the police, she came in to yell at me that my answer was too vague. FSM took over at this point. FSM, ma'am, were there signs that said no parking? Then that's all that's needed. I don't allow my employees to risk injury by being ran over by someone mad when they are told they can't park somewhere. Now have a pleasant day. Yes, she called corporate. NSM policy is to nicely inform them they cannot park here, then call the police if they refuse to move. 2 people have already just avoided being hit. I think I like old policy better. I ran out of gas, so can I have a refund? This is my first post ever on Reddit, and I'm on mobile, so forgive me for any errors. Just thought I'd share this crazy phone call I had today. So I work at gas station right outside of a grocery store in Mississippi. I work inside a small box with bulletproof glass to prevent robberies. I'm doing my usual routine, filling the cigarettes and waiting on customers when the work phone rings. I pick it up and a man answers. I'll be me, and the guy on the phone will be idiot. Idiot, I bought gas here earlier today and drove to Tennessee and now I'm out of gas. I want a refund. Me, well, we don't give refunds on gas, and you drove pretty far. You've probably just used it all. Idiot, there must have been something wrong with the gas. I'm on the side of the road and my car is empty. What are you gonna do about it? Me, there's nothing I can do. If you want to argue, then you can call the main store and see if they'll tell you something different. Idiot, no, I want to talk to you and work something out. This is when a very impatient customer showed up and did not want to wait for me to finish my phone call and proceeded to bang on the glass and yell that she wanted gas. I told the man to wait just a second for me to start the pump for this lady. When I picked up the phone again, I noticed he had hung up. Couple travel far to store after misreading website, blames company when they realize. Hi guys. Thought I'd tell you about the most memorable customers I've had in the last couple years I've worked in retail. First, I need to give some context, it'll be important later. So I work in a urban sports store, skateboards, stunt scooters, etc. in a small town, so naturally our stock isn't anything compared to the other store in the franchise, which has a massive warehouse with all our stuff. Most sales come from the website the bigger store operates, so patrons come in thinking we have that particular item when we don't. We offer to order it in from the warehouse and have it delivered to us in a few days, but as you'd expect, people aren't aware of this and are often pretty disappointed. To try and combat this, we asked head office to put a notice on our store page on the website to call ahead to check and order it in if needed. Simple. Of course not. So it was around 5 PM yesterday afternoon a couple walked in, and I had that gut feeling that they were gonna be pain in the ass. They walked around the small storefront, and I mean small, some living rooms are bigger than our store, mumbling to each other in confusion, until they walked over to the counter. Let's call him Richard, R, and myself, M, and GT, M. Hi there. How can I help? And GT, R, hi, we came in to buy a pair of ice skates for my kid. And GT, M, oh sorry, we don't stock ice skates in this store unfortunately. However, we do have many on our website that you can have ordered to your house on 1-day delivery. If you're local, we can order them in to get here in the next couple days. And GT, R, excuse me? We've driven 2 hours from place that's quite far away to get these skates because your store lied to us. This is not acceptable. We've had customers visit wanting ice skates before, specifically figure skating ones, however they were all local and few and far between. The nearest ice rink is miles away, and due to the low interest we don't stock them. However, I found it very fishy that they said they were lied to, so I probed further. And GT, M, oh wow, I'm really sorry to hear that. Who told you that we had them? And GT, R, your website. It says on the page on your store. I'm going to post all about this on social media. This is awful from brand. Awesome. A place to dig. Maybe head office made messed up and said we stocked them. I head to the page and read the BO. Nothing on ice skates. Even said to call us to check. Cool. They either misread or are lying to cover their back. But they were already irate, and I hadn't lost enough of the will to live to call them out on it. I eventually calmed them down, like, the littlest bit, and told them I'll talk to my manager later about this. I was the only one in at the time, and told them where the nearest skates could be bought. To be fair, they were an hour away, and would be closed by then. When they realized they weren't gonna get anything, they had a mini storm out the store. After I had a small 5-minute what the fuck just happened break, I'd my manager what happened, and I'd forgot about it. Earlier today, I came into work to support a stock delivery, no ice skates, unfortunately, and filled in my colleague, C, on what happened. After finishing and waiting for a customer to come in, it was a Tuesday early afternoon after all, I notice a notification coming from the store Slack account. I clicked to see what it was, and the mad lad Richard left a comment on a post on the company's social media account. I won't put what he said, since it's quite identifiable, but to paraphrase, it wasn't exactly PG-13. The pair of us had a good laugh, especially at the comments on the Slack message. E.GY, did he not just call ahead etc, etc. What I didn't notice was he saw the guy's handle and looked through his profile. Dear God, I have never seen another human bitch and moan like this one did. I think at one point he complained the french fries at a supermarket cafeteria was burnt. They were crispy at best from the picture he posted. Oh yay, there was so much right-wing stuff it was insane. Later my manager got in contact with head office and confirmed my end of the story. Afterwards, we found out later on Google Maps that there were 2 figure skate stores in the city he came from. Intelligence 100. I've had a few interesting customers in the last few years in retail, but holy hell was a heck of a saga. Hope you guys had a laugh as well. TL. Doctor, couple drove hours to store because they misread website, have a mini meltdown, rants to social media page, laughed at. It was my 21st birthday yesterday, positive post. I had a shift from 6 AM noon yesterday, so I sucked it up and went to work. I walked into work, and when I went into the back my fellow morning shifters and managers were waiting for me and surprised me with a birthday cake. I haven't had a birthday cake in maybe 10 years, and I was so overwhelmed that I forgot to blow out the candles, and holy crap, it was the sweetest thing ever, mayo. Usually we only have cakes when someone get promoted or is leaving the store, but my coworkers went out of their way to celebrate my birthday. I've been in retail for 5 years now and have never had such a healthy working environment. These people are actually like my family, and every Karen and screaming kid that pees on the floor in the change room is totally worth it because I get to be with these people every day.